About to test a new email with our lead source. Did pretty darn good with that first one. Kind of blew my mind. So I got another email I'm going to test, and I had posted it in the uh, all the level groups: level 1, level 2, level 3. Here I'm in level 3 group, and it is, you gotta scroll down. It says 1 cent leads, new emails to test. And I give you option, this time we're calling it 1A, and option 2B. So like, the first one we were just calling it AB. So in here, when you were saying which one you chose to send out, you would just say B or A the first time. So now, let's see, what's today? The 19th. So I'm going to send out the new test. So under Mike Klingler, you do it under your name. I go to column C where it says email A or B. I would say if it was 2A or 2B, because that's the options now that I'm presenting. Now, you can keep testing or using the other one we were using for your new leads, and then send the one I'm giving you out to your follow-up leads. It doesn't tell us everything we need to know in terms of comparing apples to apples with our testing, but you can do that. Or you could send the new one I'm giving you now, which again I just gave here in this post, to your new leads and to your follow-up leads. I'm going to go ahead and send this out to my follow-up leads and see what happens. One of these, I haven't decided which one yet, and I'm going to go ahead and send out one of these to, probably the same one as I do to the follow-up leads, to my new leads. So in fact, when I go into my mailing system, I say I have 16 minutes, I got to wait. So I'm going to send it out to my new list, and my new list is right here, February 19th. I haven't sent to those yet. So, and again, I get to send to 200 leads because I referred somebody into this. And I assure you, all of you here, pretty soon we'll have a referral at some point. You may have double the leads. But the results that I'm seeing this early, and it is early, but the results that we're seeing, even if you get 100 leads, is still insanely inexpensive results. We'll keep watching and tracking. We're very early in it. Never be emotionally attached. Okay, so I'm going to go into here, into my system, and go to tools. 1 second here. 1 second here. I don't want to scroll down, and you're not supposed to show your income in these videos. Let me go here. Let me go to, where is it? Where is it? Advertising. And so you see so far just sending 3 emails out, or 2 emails out, because I did 15th and 16th at the same time. I got already 48 hits, 7 pre-enrollees, and 1 customer. And I haven't even, you get leads every day for a month, so it's like I haven't even scratched the surface on what these leads might produce for 30 bucks. It's just ridiculous if we kept getting anything even close to this. So we'll see, but this is just crazy. So I'm going to do another source code so I can track what results I'm going to get with this new email. So on my, I'm going to use the same lead capture page. You don't want to change too many things around. So I'm going to use the same lead capture page, and for me, I'm going to go back to that was this one right here. Let me show it to you, just so you know what I'm testing. That's what I'm testing right now. So I'm not going to change that, because then you're changing too many variables. So whatever you were promoting before, I'd promote the same thing, so that you can keep some things consistent and just see how, because we're changing the email already. You change too many things, you don't really know why you're getting a different result. So I'm going to use the same one, but remember, for the source code, I need to add a code to the end of it, right? So I'm going to take that link that I just showed you, that lead capture page link, and then you add, what you do is at the end of it, you add, it shows you down here, you add a question mark, source equals, and then whatever I want to call it. So let me see here. So I'll just go back up here. I don't know if you can see this very well. And I would enter in question mark, source equals, and then I'll call it, I'm going to call it, I'm going to call it what I'm choosing to email out. So let me go back and look at these emails. I'm going to decide right now with you watching which email I'm going to send. And don't all send the same one I do, or we're not testing enough. You certainly can, but Let me see here if I can find it again. I'm going to call that source code either 1A or 1B. So which one do I want to test? I think I want to test this one down here. I'm going to test 2B, actually, not 1B, 2B. So I'm going to go back here and it'll be 2B. And so I'm going to go ahead and test that it's working. So I'm going to copy it. I go there. I just went to it. You might not have noticed and I'm going to see if it shows up here. So 2B, and I got one hit. Okay, and I don't want to share that link with anybody else. You know, when I go post, I'm going to go post this in here. What is today? The 19th, right? So I'm going to go in here, Mike Klingler. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here right now. I'll show you what I do. Where am I? I'm line 3. URL you're promoting. So I'm going to paste it in there, but I need to remove. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, so I need to remove the end because I don't want people clicking on that and like messing up, you know, and messing up my data. So I'll just keep it right there, so that people can still see and I can remember what I was promoting, but it won't. It doesn't have the source code on it, so it won't show up in my tracking now. So we can just see what it is. Anyway, so I did the test. We see it was working. So that's the link I'm going to promote. And let me think for a second here. Yeah, I mean that's it. So in about if I go back here how much time do I got? About 10 minutes or so, and I can send out, because you can send out every 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and send out to these leads here. I'll go to mailing system. I'll select this one right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in the one I just showed you. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to do this email here. I'm going to link to that link I just showed you with the source code so I can track it over here under 2B. And when this countdown clock hits in about 10 minutes, I'll be able to send that out. Now I'll be able to see, does that email get better results? And you got to test this quite a bit. Like, you can't just come to conclusions too fast. So, you know, that's something to watch out for too. We're still in the early stages of testing, but just remember also, you know, while we're getting results, we're just testing, but like what we learn here, we get to apply to other lead sources that I'll be testing with you. Okay, so now if you're at level 1, I'm not going to expose you to other leads that we're testing, even if we find great results, because they're going to be more, unless it's inexpensive like this, because it's expected that if you're at level 1, at the director level on 40 BV a month, that you don't have the funds to really do a lot of messing around with, you know, testing different lead sources or doing more expensive stuff, and certainly not the YouTube ads and stuff we're going to get into where you can really scale. But you can grow with like this really simple source, and of course there's other ways that you can be building. We're going to focus on this for now because it's easy to get going and have everyone contributing to building the team line with pre-enroll leads for really inexpensively. But if this source stopped working, we would just replace it with another inexpensive source, assuming we could find one. If we couldn't find an inexpensive source, we'd give you the next best thing. But level 1 will always just have one like lead source that we recommend and talk about. Level 2, those of you at executive at level 2, you know, we dive into, you know, a lot more stuff going on. But right now we're focused on this, and then I'm going to start working with those of you in level 2 on more sophisticated stuff. But this is working really, really well. So I just want to give you that update, show you the new email I'm testing, and we'll keep, you know, we're going to organize this. Lots coming, lots coming. Follow as much as you can that I'm updating you on. You guys are at the top of this organization. This is going to be a huge organization. As long as you follow through on these steps, it's just inevitable that you're going to attract people, producers that I'll be working with to anchor the legs and anchor this organization. Okay, so we're just early yet. So try to enter into this. Think about successful people. How do they work? They think a little bit longer term. We don't get emotionally attached to stuff short term. We follow a process. We root ourselves in the significance and what's substantial about this opportunity. And then we just test, and I'm your guide and I'm helping you. It's not going to get any easier than this, guys. Just follow the process. All right, I'll see you guys soon.